Hello, welcome to Sweet Dreams Tarot. Whomever and wherever you're tuning this in, it is a very, very special video I made today because this is the first full English reading, pick a card tarot reading for my channel. For those of you who have been following me, subscribed to the channels before, you would know that I normally do Mandarin Chinese content, but I think today I'm going to experiment using English, and the main purpose of this is I want to see whether choosing a different language would help me channel different types of messages through my tarot card reading. So if you're bilingual and you're already subscribed, welcome back. And if you are new and you are an English speaker, thank you very much for tuning in. Even though that all of my other video content currently is in Mandarin Chinese, but if this works well, I would be producing more English content for you. So do feel free to leave a comment below and let me know how you think the connection is so that it helps me evaluate and help me improve in my future reading for all of you. So today on Sweet Dreams Tarot, I will be doing, of course, a romantic related pick a card general reading for all of you. And the question today is, what is really happening between you and your person? Bear in mind that this is a general reading, so please only take in whatever fits into your situation, or that if you're absolutely sure about your situation or that you know exactly what you need to do, normally I would advise against to use tarot cards or any type of fortune telling methods to help you make that decision if you're absolutely sure. But if you're curious and you are really maybe a little bit confused, or you really truly want to know what is really happening between you and your person, we're going to use a bunch of tarot cards and oracle cards to help you analyze. And it will be very fluid today. If there are questions already through the cards, we'll be chasing a few more questions for you. So if you're really feeling connected to this question, right now you can calm your mind and choose one of the piles on the screen that you feel most connected, and swipe to the later part to hear our readings. I'll see you there. Hello, those of you who chose pile 1. You're also choosing this chlorophyll. So, as I mentioned at the beginning, at the intro, today is a very special episode for me because I used to do a lot more Mandarin Chinese content, but I was actually learning tarot in English. But with my residency and also my social group, normally I'm giving these readings in Mandarin Chinese. But today I want to experiment to see, does it really change the message or the way that I read the card through choosing a different language? Because actually, I think it activates different parts of our brain. So this is pretty experimental for myself. And please bear with me if I don't seem that fluent, because a lot of the time it's kind of like tuned into an automatic way of answering a lot of questions in another language. So, but going so far, I feel that it's very smooth, so I think it'll be a good reading. So today our question is, what is really happening between you and your person? I don't limit this to a certain group of people, but I would assume that you're here because you're a little bit confused or a little bit curious about your situation with your person. And again, I want to remind everyone, if you are absolutely sure about your connection, you know exactly what you need to do, normally I would advise against you to just going through the rest of the readings, because sometimes there'll be wrong connections, and we don't want things to break what's already very beautiful or very strong, or that your free will of it. But again, if you're curious, then let's go on and see what's really going on. So today the first choice card is an oracle deck that's called Childhood Oracle Deck. And pile one, you have chosen number 41, and the keyword is challenge. So I'll leave this card here, and I'll be reading the message together with the following cards. And normally my reading would begin with drawing, pulling a lot of the tarot decks, messages from different tarot decks. So today, let's start with, this is the, let's see, Tarot of the Divine. I want to use this deck to connect to your energy, how you are behaving, feeling, what you bring into this situation, this connection, or this relationship. It doesn't matter which phase or what situation you are in. So I want to first draw out your energy, and you could also use it as an energy check. If you feel like, yes, it hits me, it resonates with your situation, then you can go on. If it doesn't, then you can go back and choose a different pile. So I want to draw 4 cards just to see what you are bringing into this situation, this relationship, this connection. And later on, I'll be drawing his card with another deck. Let's just see what we have here today. Okay. So all we have from left to right is the Chariot in reverse, the Page of Swords, the Two of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. Okay, a lot of swords energy, a lot of air energy here. So I see, first of all, it seems that you are either awakened from this butterflies and romantic flush, or these feelings and emotions you have towards this person. Normally that happens at the beginning, right? Whether it's love at first sight, or whether you just met this person, you have this beautiful dates or encounter with he or she or them, triggered your emotions, your hormones. So it seems that you've moved past that phase. And right now you're taking a pause of thinking, really use your brain to see where you are, to think what you guys are, or to evaluate whether you are really compatible to one another. The air's energy, I wouldn't say signs, because there'll be different signs clicking into the video, but Chariot in a reverse is like you were going forward full on, or at least you were motivated or driven to know this person better, or to really kind of like almost falling. But either something happened, or that you are all of a sudden realized that you were in such a rush, or there's definitely a trigger, whether by his behavior or by an alarm out of nowhere, that all of a sudden you have both Page and the Queen of Swords. You started to use your brain more than, your heart or your impulse to go forward. You are pulling back a little, or at least pause a little right now. And a Two of Swords somehow made me feel that you are also a little bit in denial or holding back. Okay. We could say that if you're thinking about this relationship, it could be at the same time you're moving this forward. But with Chariot in reverse and Two of Swords here, I feel like you're holding back, you're protecting yourself a little bit, or you're unsure whether he or she or them is the right person for you to invest more of your feelings, of your time, of your energy, or that there's something coming into your thoughts or your sight that you don't feel as glamoured, let's put it this way, as you were before. So, and I think that you're also a more rational person in general, okay, because I have Queen of Swords and Page of Swords together. That means you're wielding the power very well. You are really using your clear thinking to help you overcome a lot of the challenges as we first drew, whether it's in your relationship or in your life. And you could very possibly be an air sign as well, that if that indicates anything. But in general, I think this group of people, it's not that you don't like this person anymore, but more like you are reevaluating the situation. Okay. So this is the energy that you bring in. Let's put these cards on this side, on the left side of the screen. And we will be using a different set of tarot deck, which is the Phantomwise Tarot here. Let's see what his energy is now in the situation, how he thinks or feels or brings in this connection, okay? Okay. Also, we'll be drawing 4 cards. Interesting, interesting. Okay. All right, we just pulled out from the Phantomwise Tarot, from top left to bottom right is the Chariot, Ace of Wands, the Ten of Swords in reverse, and the the Nine of Wands in reverse. One thing I do like about doing an English reading is I don't have to translate the names of the card to another language. It's not a big problem, but sometimes I got confused with different elements. So English is just very straightforward. I just read it out and process in my mind. Okay, that's a little bit footnote of the experiment so far. So both of you have Chariot, okay? So I feel that at least at the beginning of this relationship, both of you have this connection and have a similar like direction or vibe of, you know, this is going to be something. Okay, we don't know what this something is yet, but it's going to be something, and somehow that his chariot is upright while yours is in reverse. So I feel that right now, or maybe let's say before now, okay, in the recent past or in the beginning of your connection, he was a bit reluctant to the situation. Okay, I just call it situation, okay? But he's a little bit reluctant to push it forward because I think he's either still recovering or healing from his previous relationship, or maybe you guys had a fallout, had a fight, or something happened again. He wasn't committed or full on or investing a lot in this connection, because we have the Ten of Swords in reverse, meaning he's still recovering, healing from something happened before. He's trying to shake it off. He's trying to lose that vibe, lose that negativity, the wounds. We have the Nine of Wands here as well. That represents, you know, he was very guarded. He or she or them. Oh, sorry. It's a kind of like a there's no gender in, again, this little thing. There's no gender in Mandarin Chinese, so I'm more used to using he to represent, but apologize for that. But your person was very guarded to this relationship, to this connection. But the person is really losing the negativity. And right now, what we have is Ace of Wands and the Chariot, both in uprights, meaning that they are ready to charge. They're ready to bring up their passion, their enthusiasm, their energy, positive vibe into this connection, while you are a little bit withdrawn. Okay, so I felt that you both feel the connection. You both were connected, but it seems that you're not on the same page. You're not synchronized, or at the same level of progressing in this connection. And maybe that is why you're asking, what is really going on here? Why wasn't your person going forward with you at the beginning while you were ready to charge, ready to move forward? And why are they only come back to you now when you are about to pull away? So it probably made you think that, you were that it almost feels like you were on the surface, it's like you were playing hard to get. Like you were full on, he wasn't interested, and now you're pulling away, and he's kind of like taking a bite of, okay, I like the game, playing hard to get, and you stop contacting me or you stop pulling away, and all of a sudden that he or she or they are interested. So I felt that, just that you're always at this different phase of whether it's like you guys are never at the same page of let's move this forward. It's always like there's a one beat missing or one step missing, and never being able to find each other on the right tempo. Okay, missing a beat. So that, if that represents both of your energy, then I want to see what is the overall situation right now in this connection. Okay, I want to see what we will be receiving from this, and this would help us clarify on today's topic, which is what is really happening, what is really going on between you and the person. Okay. Oops. Got one. And this we're using the Cosmic Slumber Tarot. Also 4 cards. Okay. All right, with the Cosmic Slumber Tarot in the center representing both of your energies, and an energy of this connection, what we got from top left to the bottom right is 7 of Cups, Queen of Swords, 9 of Swords, and Ace of Cups in reverse. We got Queen of Swords here, upright. It made me think the first message I receive is, I think you are the one holding the power. You are the one deciding where this connection will go. Okay, you make the call. So you are the controller now of this connection. You can decide, you know what, I am just gonna go. Okay, I'm not gonna waste any time with you. Or you could decide, okay, let's do this. Okay, we have the chariot. Your person has the chariot and the ace of wands. So I think your person is ready, but it's now your call to decide whether or not you want to pursue this further. However, it's not that easy, right? Or else you wouldn't be reading, you wouldn't be viewing this video here today. But we have the Seven of Cups, meaning indecision. You seem to be, or that the both of you, okay, like I said, you were not synchronized. So maybe slightly earlier for the person, or maybe you are now in a phase where you couldn't decide, or your person couldn't decide what action to take, what words to say, how you or the person wants this relationship, this connection to go. Okay, Seven of Cups. It's also possible that you or the person, either one of you or both of you, have other options. Okay. The Ace of Cups is in reverse. So it calls out that you guys actually have mutual feelings to each other, but both of you are hiding this really deep. None of you is really saying it out loud or want the other person to know how you truly feel. And that is not very healthy, I would have to say. Maybe both of you are a bit, especially you, because you're the Queen of Swords, right? Here and there. You're very observant. You are very rational, very reasoned person. So you would probably want to see what this person is like before you give your heart out, before you pour out your emotions and the Ace of Cups. And for this person, I felt that they're not ready to open up. They were not, at least, not before today. I think now we see the Chariot and Ace of Wands, but before now, the time that you're reading this pick a card reading, they're not ready to tell you how they really feel. So that is, again, the challenge you have on synchronicity. And the Nine of Swords showing there is a lot of anxiety, overthinking and analyzing the situation. It's a lot of, how to say it, unnecessary stories bubbling out in your person's head. I would think it's just, yeah, one keyword is not synchronized. That's two words. So synchronicity. Synchronicity is the key message here, is that your connection seems to lack the synchronicity. The first card that we pulled today, you chose basically this pile, is challenge. So challenge could be, first of all, it's a very challenging situation, or it could be a challenge that you are about to take, to embrace, or that the universe sent this challenge to you because for a good reason that you cannot foresee right now. Just look at the card, look at the image, is that this kid is holding these horseshoes in his hands, both of his hands. And it seems that the older person behind him is showing him how to throw that to win, or to, just show him the game. So for this little boy, it seems a challenge to expert in this game, because maybe he's never been in this game before. So challenge isn't all that bad, even though that we sometimes want, just simple love, simple connection. We don't want games. We don't want this going back and forth, overthinking, analyzing, like the Nine of Swords energy, or Ten of Swords even. But a lot of the times we can have it all. If you really like this person, you're really interested, or you are already in this relationship, like halfway through. I shouldn't say halfway through, because we never know how long it's going, but you go into this relationship, or you make a certain type of commitment to be with this person in this connection. We would just have to keep overcoming this challenge throughout the way, right? There will always be problems. There will always be road bumps in ahead of us. And the couples who could make it to the end, it's not because they've not encountered any type of challenges, but on the contrary, on the very contrary, is that they work together to overcome these challenges. So for me, I feel you just have to, if you are still hoping to bring back this connection, or make it go, like make it more smooth, or work better, or win back their hearts, you just have to find the right beat, find the right pace to synchronize with one another, to make up your mind. There's a Seven of Cups here, is that you cannot decide, right? They cannot decide what to do with it. But like I said, I think you have the wisdom, you have the clarity, you make the call. So I think that you have all the cards you need right now in this connection, and you are the person who would decide the fate of this connection. And I think that's a very powerful thing, and you should use your power wisely. Okay, so we're gonna draw some more oracle cards. Okay, we'll use this the secret language of your soul oracle deck to give you some suggestions, comments, guidance, something maybe to help you, remind you, or just sometimes encourage us to make that decision. Okay, we'll see what the message is coming out. We have number 37. Think before you speak. Wow. Oh, and the text below is be exacting. Okay, be exacting. Be very precise, and it reminds me of this Queen of Swords energy, and that basically represents you. Think before you speak. Okay, don't just let out whatever is in your mind. Be sure you know what you are trying to communicate before you start talking to your person. Okay, don't give out the emotional, just venting out or fleshing out whatever you have in your mind. It's not healthy. It's not helpful. And it certainly won't make the situation better. So be exacting. Be sure what you hope to achieve through your communication. And then use the words, use your gesture, even body language, set the tone. If you want a friendly conversation, be sure that this person is at ease. Sometimes I think it's very important that we let the other person, it applies in all communication, not just romantic communication. Let this person know your intention before you speak. Create a comfortable environment if you mean to speak of your feelings and softly, gently, don't create tension before the communication begins. So they will let off their guards. And if you're going to talk about something serious, be sure that you do that by setting the environment to, like, on a table, face to face, and sit across the table, that you are able to look into each other's eyes, um, so that the person knows you're serious about this conversation, and they are sure to receive all the messages with cautions and reply with caution as well. So, set the tone of your communication before you even start speaking, and think before you speak. This would help you communicate better, in all circumstances, not just in romantic life. I think it's very important, of when we're saying what, not just what we're saying, but also when and where, what the environment is, what vibe we're sending out before we even open our mouth and talk about what we want to say. Okay, think before you speak. That's a very good suggestion. And then we'll be using the Moonology Oracle. We will be pulling 2 cards from the Moonology Oracle to see if there's any suggestions, guidance, or encouragement from the universe sending to you through these cards. We have, okay, Full Moon in Taurus. Your dreams need a practical plan. Okay, maybe you have some dreams, you have some ideas of where this connection should be going or what you want to do with your person. But remember, it needs a practical plan to go there. Okay, don't just think, but maybe you can start building. You can start communicating what you want, what your plan or your dreams are with your person. Okay, instead of expecting him to guess or to, like, we're not telepathic, so be sure you communicate it properly. Don't assume the other person knows what you want. Okay, that's the worst part of any possible situation, is that we assume each other know. I don't like to say things that assuming things. When you're not sure, just ask, just express your feelings or your thoughts. Okay, don't assume, and need a practical plan, meaning probably the both of you will need to work on it together, instead of, again, expecting other people to act, but never communicate what you are expecting. Okay. The second card is New Moon in Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe. Okay, so I think if you're already in this relationship, kind of like both of you are still going on, I think in general, in principle, it's just one of the challenges that you have to go through. Okay, it's not a big deal, so don't worry about it. Communicate it properly, find back the tempo, the beat, that the both of you will be walking uh, on this path together. If somehow that you're separated, or you're not yet with this person, know that you're blessed, you are loved, and it is safe. Okay, even if it doesn't work out right now, but know you're safe, and you're safe to express what you're feeling. Okay, and the Cancer is showing up with the Chariot and this card as well, so we might have a lot of Cancer energy, which is very gentle, but Cancer tends to have this tendency of keeping everything in their heart. They don't like to voice out their feelings or what they have in mind. Avoid that, please. It's a sign, it's a reminder for us. We want to be a better communicator in the relationship. So at the end of the reading, I want to use these cards that I wrote myself, handwritten cards, to see what other messages we're getting for you. Pile 1. Go here and pick one more. This. Okay. First, we got wellness. So be mindful of your overall wellness, not just physical, but also mental. Okay, don't overanalyze things. We have the Nine of Wands in the general, like in your connection, and Ten of Wands, Ten of Swords, Nine of Swords, and oh, it turns out I do get confused with the elements even in English, so apologies. But wellness, okay, be mindful about your health, boundaries, take a break if you need to. Heartbroken, okay, I'm sorry to see this one, but if you're heartbroken, or maybe she was, your person is, um, again, wellness and heartbroken is connected, so be sure that you take enough time to breathe out whatever emotions you have inside before, you put yourself right before you do anything, um, before you communicate anything, or before you make any decisions. Rejection, okay, maybe you guys, one of you rejected one another, or that, like I said, you're not on the same pace. One beat is missing, so one of you is always feeling rejected. Maybe it was you earlier, and then now it's your person. So rejection could be a very common, I should say this, common thing. It happens a lot in a relationship, not because you don't like each other, but more like you're not on the same pace. You're not ready at the same time. Okay. So this is something that we might want to improve if you want this connection to go on. And last, we got be proactive. So it's not necessarily one person's responsibility to push this relationship forward. Of course, it has to come from both sides to make it work. But, be proactive, be communicative. You're the Queen of Swords. You make the call right now. So don't be shy in hiding your emotions, feelings, your words inside. Be proactive to communicate, to mend this connection if it needs mending. So I think you're not, this is, if you're already in this relationship, I think you are safe. But if you're already separated, know that it's safe for you to express your feelings. Okay, don't be shy, don't be reluctant, hesitant about communicating your feelings to your person. I think they would appreciate you doing that, and they may open up their heart. And by the end of the day, I think you will be more synchronized in that sense. Okay. So that is all I have for you today, Pile One. I hope this reading helps. Please leave a message in the comment section. Let me know whether this does resonate with your situation, and let me know how the first English reading is for you. So thank you very much for tuning in, and I hope to see you soon. Sweet dreams. Hello, those of you who chose pile 2 and this clear quartz. It is a very special episode today because it is the first full English reading that I'm doing for my channel. If you already subscribed to my channel before, you would know almost every single video of my content is in Mandarin Chinese. And like I said at the beginning, it's purely experimental. I want to see whether using a different language would help me channel different types of energy. And so leave a message if you have seen both my Chinese and English reading. I think I'd be happy to know your comments. And if this one goes well, I might think about making more English content, but I will for sure keep doing my Chinese reading for all of you. And if you're new here, welcome as well. So this is my tarot reading channel, and let me know what you think of this by the end of the reading. So today our question is, what is happening? What is really happening between you and your person? And the card that we use to for choices is an oracle deck called Childhood Oracle. And pile two, you have number 25, which is connection. Okay. Look at this card. It's really cute. Like two kids, boy and a girl, side by side, and there are some like naughty looking boys shouting like K-I-S-S-I-N-G. It's very cute. Childhood memories. So we'll put this aside first, and then we'll read this into the overall reading later. So normally in my reading, I would start with a few tarot decks to check in the energies. And today I want to use this Tarot of the Divine to first see what your energy is in this connection, how you are currently feeling, thinking, or bringing into this connection what your energy is. And you could use this as like an energy check. If this doesn't resonate with your situation, then you could go back and choose a different pile, But if it does, it doesn't have to be 100%, but if you feel that, yes, if it clicks the buttons, you could go on and watching, and we'll pick 4 cards here. Okay. We got, from the left to the right, Temperance in reverse, 10 of Coins, which is 10 of Pentacles in reverse, Page of Coins, and 9 of Wands in reverse, okay? I feel you have or had, you have or had a lot of hopes of this connection. You probably still have, okay? It depends on whether or not you are separated, but in general, I think you have a lot of hope for this connection. But you were very wounded or guarded, or you were holding your ground, and not letting this connection or energy or your person inside, what I meant, not inside, sorry, apologies, but into your world, okay? You were not sure about this earlier on, but it seems to me now you are surrendering to this energy. We do that from time to time when you have a lot of hope, like, please don't mess up this time. Like, this person seemed a nice person. I hope they won't hurt me, The higher the hope is, the more careful we are because we don't want to break it. We don't want to show the person our vulnerable side, our weakness, or the parts that we don't like so much about ourselves, because we want things to go well. But it actually prevents us from deepening the connection. The more careful we are, the more protective we are about our inner self. People, like, the other person would feel that, because relationship connections mutual, right? The more guarded you are, that they would feel you're less approachable or guarded. They would naturally feel that. And even if they don't know they're reacting to it, but they would. So it's like if you're not opening up, the other person would also be quite reserved, unless that they are intentionally, purposely opening up to you to welcome you into their life. And that requires a lot of maturity, a lot of experience, and they would need to be really like you to do so. You know what I mean? Um, so, in a way, if you really like the person and have a lot of hopes, I think the cards gave me this message that you are not, you, at least you were not, okay? You were not showing that. You were taking things slowly, observing, learning the situation, and probably in your mind, you're also blocking the idea of you actually hope to go on with this person. You're probably telling yourself you're playing it cool, let's just, go with the flow. It's okay if it doesn't work out. You're finding some excuses for the failure that's not yet there. And that's not a good thing. If you're anticipating things probably won't work out and you're preparing for it, it's probably not going to work out. Okay. We're always, of course, preparing for the worst to come. This is called preparation, it's called risk management. But in relationship and connections, sometimes too careful is not good because you're blocking your real emotions, and it would affect the other person to respond or react to your behavior as well. Okay, so it's the general idea that I get from you guys. So maybe you're curious to ask, like, about what is really happening, what is going on here. And it seems that you're ready to put down your guards, you're ready to kind of move things forward, but you are not 100% sure, or that because they are reacting to your Nine of Wands, of that very protective energy. So they're also very protective of their own emotions, feelings as well. So you don't feel that the connection is flowing. It's probably a little bit stagnant, not moving forward. And I would have to say you are also responsible for that, at least through the cards. Okay, I see these messages, and I'm just have to be honest with you. Okay, so now we'll use a different deck. This is the Phantomwise Tarot. We'll see what he has brought into this connection, what his energy is, what he's feeling, thinking right now. Okay, take the first one. Also 4 cards. Okay. For their energy, I have 4 cards from top left to bottom right. It's 10 of Wands in reverse, 9 of Pentacles in reverse, the King of Swords in reverse, and the World. Okay. I want to clarify the World card. I like the World card, but I just want to be sure what it really means here. Okay, does the world mean? Two. We have the Page of Wands and the Chariot. Okay, great. Okay, I think your person is also putting up their guards and their mask. Okay. At the beginning, or at least the earlier phase of your connection, he or she or they are feeling a lot of pressure and burden. They're analyzing, they are hoping to control, they are using a lot of their brains to observe, analyze, to, you know, figure out what this connection really is. And I think your person has been single for a long time, or that they are very happy with their previous single life, because we have Nine of Pentacles here, but it's in reverse with the World at the end, and with the two cards that clarifies the World is that I feel he is ready to go in to the next phase of your connection. Okay, because the World, as you know, some of you who already know tarot, or maybe a tarot reader yourself, is that the World, a lot of time it symbolizes an ending, but the ending doesn't necessarily mean the end of something, but it's the end of a phase, meaning that this connection may still go on, but you guys are probably jumping into another level, okay, layer, level, step of this. And I feel he sorry, I shouldn't be using he, but in Chinese there's no gender in the word he, she, or they, so it's just very intuitive. Sorry, I apologize. But your person is ready to sort of like leave the single life behind and move things forward. And this phase, and with the Chariot and Page of Wands, exploring the possibility to have a world with you. Okay, I don't see a very strong commitment card here. It's not like your person is going to propose to you, or like you're all of a sudden deciding to jump into a serious relationship, but for sure your person is ready to explore the world with you. Okay, that's, I would say, a good sign, but depends on how long this connection has been and where you are. I think you may have a different taste of it. For example, if you've been dating for a long, long time and you're saying, oh, wow, he's, or like they're only ready to move on, to explore this with me. What have we been doing? Like, weren't we exploring? Of course, you could take it in a different way, but I'm just saying what I am seeing right now. But at least he or she, or they recognize this relationship. They want to be closer to you. Okay, that's the message I receive. So now I want to use a different deck. This is the Cosmic Slumber Tarot, to see what's the energy of your connection. Okay, what is going on, like the topic of today, what is going on in this connection? So we'll be picking 4 cards as well. I'll have to say this is also the first time that I'm sort of like arranging the deck like this. So pretty experimental. And I actually learned tarot in English, I think, or at least I did my tarot journal in English. I read the Chinese book, and it's just a mess of 2 different languages into one system. It's quite fascinating, a journey. And I like reading in English. I don't feel any block, which is really surprising because I thought that I would be stuck from time to time, but seems going all right so far. So please leave a message to me. Just let me know how you think this is going for you. Especially those who are bilingual, who could read both English and Chinese, okay? I would be very interested to find out how you think about this. Okay, what we got in your connection from top left to bottom right is 7 of Pentacles, the Emperor in reverse, the Queen of Torches in reverse, the Queen of Wands in reverse, and the Hanged One, the Hanged Man. Okay. Let's see. I feel that even though we have 2 major arcana, but this, if you want this to work, it might need a little bit more push to work. Okay. The Emperor and the Queen of Wands are both very energetic, like strong force to push things forward, to make things happen, but they're both in reverse. And the upright cards is the Hanged Man, who is hung on this tree, this vine. It looks like he actually grew out from the vine and hung upside down. It made me feel that, he's not movable. He is fixed from the tree upside down and it's not moving forward. And the 7 of Pentacles is also a more static, a more no motion type of card. So I think that right now you guys are a bit stuck in the nowhere land, that, not going up or down, forward or backward. It's a bit in the limbo. I don't know. However, you do have passion hiding inside of you. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands, very passionate. It's powerful, very charming, charismatic. The Emperor as well is powerful, is strong, is strategic. He alone can move things forward. And he knows exactly what he's doing for what purpose. It's the Emperor, after all. He is in control. But I just feel that both of you are very careful. You both buried the passion, the love, the desire you have to one another, to this connection very deeply. and stay very cool on the surface to just to see what the other person has to offer. Okay. And this probably has gone on for a while, that now to a degree where you are not sure where you're going, because it's kind of moving very slowly. Um, yeah, it's I don't know. The beginning, we have this connection card. It's very beautiful. I think it might be a reflection of your relationship, is that you and your person is like this little young couple here. You have a lot of feelings to each other, but you're so embarrassed by your friends calling out, you're, what are you guys doing? Oh, somebody loves somebody. And it was like, yeah, Kissing, and they're making fun of you guys. So you don't know what to do. Kind of like, so now what? I do like this person, but I don't know what to do. It's been embarrassing. It's a bit, weird. Should I make the first move? Would that make me feel weak? You know, it's just cute, but not leading anywhere. But the connection is there. The connection is true. So I would encourage you to let go your guards, or in Chinese we say the face, right? Of like holding uptight, of not wanting to surrender, not wanting to be the first one to make the move. And instead, make the move. Be more proactive, show your vulnerability. I think your person wants to see that. Your person is thinking about going forward, exploring the world with you. But maybe your person has been shy. Maybe you are too. But if both of you are so afraid of stepping out, then where do you think this connection is going? It's gonna stay, and it's probably gonna wither after a while, and then maybe you're missing a great opportunity with one another. So now let's use some oracle deck to give us some guidance, comments, encouragement, or suggestion of what we could do, you could do. We cannot control other people. What we can control is our own attitude, way of thinking, actions, right? So let's use this, the secret language of your soul. Let's see what the card has to say. We have number 22, learn from the past mistakes. Okay. The text underneath is grow into greater wholeness. Okay. It's a beautiful card. We're very careful with, like, you are very careful, maybe your person is very careful with this relationship, most likely because we were hurt before. Our heart was broken before. And because it was so painful, it made us very aware of maybe we shouldn't be doing this again. Okay, we shouldn't get hurt again. But that protective mechanism is also preventing us from opening up to another person. And if you still want love, let's just say if you don't want love, and I don't think anyone who would say I don't want love, right? It's just very weird, very like a sociopath. But all of us want love, but all of us don't want to get hurt. But the negative loop of this is that none of us wants to be the first one to make the move, and none of us want to be the first one to feel vulnerable or show our vulnerability in a relationship, and that's just not going to work. So learn from the past mistakes. yes, we want to be sure we're not hurt again. So be careful with your selection process. But if you think this person has the potential, if you see a lot of goodness, wholeness in this person, then don't be shy to open up. Don't be shy to show yourself. Don't be shy to be the person to make the first move, because we certainly don't want to miss a good person, right? We want to feel loved. We want to give love, but we would only be able to do so if we're not afraid to be vulnerable. Have faith that you are stronger than you were. Even if you're hurt again, you know how to recover, you know how to come back. And knowing that is already very assuring. So just, be brave. Don't be afraid. I think this is a very encouraging message. As long as we learn from the past mistakes, we learn from the past healing process as well. We know how to pull ourselves out from that pain. We did that before, and we can do that again. Of course, we don't want to put ourselves in that situation, but just know that even if you fail, you have the ability to come back. And that would give you a lot of courage to move things forward already. Okay? Let's use this Moonology Oracle here to give us some reminder, messages, maybe information that you need to know. Even let's pick two cards here. We have two new moons. Wow. New moon in Aries. It's time to take action. See what I said earlier? I love Aries energy because I'm an Aries. But I do think you need a little bit of this Aries boost. Okay, like this energy drink you take, and then you are like a full-on ready. And this is the message from Moonology Oracle. And we have another new moon in Aquarius. Bring love into the situation. I love this. We are sometimes too rational, to reason, to think too much, use too much of our brain, but not enough of our heart, because we're so afraid of being hurt. But if we're talking about a romantic connection, you just have to have that feelings. You have to have that emotions. You have to have that hormones, the butterflies in your stomach, those moments that you feel high. It's not a game. It's not a class, a lesson. It's love. It's emotions. It's feelings. And it's okay to bring your feelings out. Because like I said, relationship connections is mutual. How you feel, how you act would influence the other person naturally. And consciously or subconsciously, they would react or respond based on your feedback, right? So we can only control ourselves. So show your love, bring love into the situation, and it's time to take action. And I am sure your person will observe and appreciate your effort, because I see your person is very interested in exploring a life, a world with you inside. Okay? At the end of the reading, I want to use those cards that are right to see if there's any further extra messages from the universe that I want to send to you. And don't forget to leave a comment. Let me know how it goes, please. Thank you. Okay, let's get 4 cards. I feel like I have this very unique way of picking the cards. I don't see any other tarot readers do it. Like I said, I just basically pull them out, which just an Aries habit, you know. Everything has to be quick, 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 very precise. All right, meant to be. Wow, such a strong message. It's meant to be. Um, if you are, however, in separation with this person, that you probably don't get to mend this relationship immediately, you know, take action immediately. Maybe it's not appropriate, not a good timing. Believe that, and you're still hoping to get back to this person, okay? Believe that even your separation is meant to be. Maybe that will teach both of you a lesson of how important the other person is to you. And if you are ready still, or still in this connection relationship, or in the process of getting into a relationship, have faith that it's meant to be. And the end. I think that the end card reflects to the world is that the end of a phase, the end of this very slow process, that it's going into another phase. Pure reminds me of the first card that you pick. It's a very pure, very cute, lovely connection that you have with each other. And it says, not this time. Interesting. I think that for some of you, maybe for some of you, you will need to break out from this person. You're meant to break out from this person for a period of time. And the next time, maybe it will be a better connection or a better timing. But for those of you who are still in connection and in the relationship, it this message says to me, not you will not be broken up. Okay, your connection is meant to be, it's very strong. Not this time. It's not going to break you up. You probably had that doubt of like, is this the end of it? Is this gonna be it? Is that all we're gonna have? And the card is telling you, no, not this time. Don't worry. So this is all I have for you, pile number 2. Hope this is helpful. If you like it, please like the video and subscribe my channel. And leave a comment. Let me know how it goes with my first full English reading. And I will do more. If this works well, I would do more English content. But of course, for sure, I will continue doing the Mandarin Chinese content for all of you subscribers. Thank you very much for tuning in. Sweet dreams. Hello, those of you who chose pile 3 and this amethyst. It's a very light amethyst. It's not very dark purplish. I like it. So it is a very special video today. It's my first full English pick a card reading on my channel. Those of you who have already subscribed my channel would know that I normally do this in Mandarin Chinese, but I just want to experiment whether changing a language would change the way I channel messages. So please leave a message and let me know, especially those who are bilingual and listen to my Chinese versions. Let me know how you think this goes. Is it different, or is it similar, or you find it refreshing? And for those English speaker who clicked into my video for the first time, if this goes well, I will continue doing English content, but for sure I will keep doing Mandarin Chinese content for my subscribers. So yeah, that's a fun thing, experimenting. All right, so this card that you chose at the beginning, this is an oracle deck called the Childhood Oracle. Pile 3, you chose family, okay, number 33. So I'll put this card here and I'll read it together with all the other cards later on. Normally, my reading would start with a few different tarot card decks. So today it'll be the same, even though it's just in English. We'll be using this Tarot of the Divine. And we will need to do an energy check to see what your energy is right now in this relationship. It could be what you're thinking, what you're feeling, or what energy you bring into this. So if that fits your situation, then you can, of course, go on and listen to the rest of this pile. But if it doesn't resonate, then you can go back and choose another pile. Okay? We'll be picking 4 cards. Okay. All right. What we got from left to right is Ace of Wands in reverse, 7 of Cups in reverse, Knight of Swords, and 2 of Wands in reverse. Okay, even though that we have the Knight of Swords in upright position and this Knight of Swords is charging ahead, somehow I still feel that you are pulling away from this connection. Because the 2 Wands cards are in reverse, and wands normally mean action, going ahead, passion, those positive fire energy. Swords, even though it's a knight, it's about clear thinking, it's about decisions, it's about, words and thoughts with clarity. I strongly feel, because of this family card, and we're talking about what is happening in this connection. A lot of you, not all, okay, I will just divide the situation. A lot of you are probably are in a triangle or multiple party situation where you or the other person, one of you is married, or that you have a very strong family influence on your choice of a romantic partner. So not many of you is really in the family, but let's just say if you are in a family, like with the person that you're asking, okay, you are already married to each other, you are still pulling away. Somehow you are not in, like, you're not fully in this relationship right now. Even if you're married, you're probably, like, your mind or your heart, your feelings is pretty isolated from the other person. Maybe you're still fulfilling this family duty, but your heart is not in it. And for a lot of you, you're pulling away because of the family thing, whether it's you or the other person has a family, or you are influenced by their family or your family, okay? So, yeah, you have the Ace of Wands here, even though it's in reverse. You wanted to start this. You want this to go well. You see the potential or possibility of this connection Two of Wands in reverse. You have the two wands, like the first two, but they're not going forward because it's in reverse. So I don't think you plan to go ahead with this. Maybe you started this, the both of you started a little bit, giving each other some hints, some like flirting, or some type of message that, invite the other person to go on a little bit. But at the step two, like literally this two of wands, step two, you felt maybe we shouldn't go on. You have this fantasy of this daydreaming, thinking, about the possibility of your future, many different cups, many different like these lamps, oil lamps, like the one in the story, like where you polish it, you rub it, and then the genie would come out. You think about the possibilities you guys could share together, but you kind of decided against it. Instead of really pick up an oil lamp and rub it, you kind of like decided to maybe not this time, maybe not now, because Knight of Swords here, a decision's made, or you think more with your head instead of your passion, with your enthusiasm that the fire energy represents. So yeah, I feel that you're withdrawing your energy, your investment, your time, your thoughts, your heart from this connection. Okay? So now I want to know what his, hers, or their feelings, connections, energies are. Okay? If this fits your situation, and let's see what the other person has in this connection, how they feel, think, bring into this connection. I'm using the Phantomwise Tarot. Also picking 4 cards here. Okay. All right, we have the Knight of Wands, okay? We have the Queen of Cups in reverse, the Empress in reverse, and the Five of Pentacles. So, with the Empress in reverse and Queen of Cups in reverse makes me feel that it's very possible that one of you do have a family already, not with each other. So, but still, because it's a general reading, I was still explaining several different situations. But because it's very obvious, so I'm going to say this group of like a triangle or multiple partner, like a partnerships or, connections, say more complicated relationship first. If you're asking whether this person is serious about you, no. The Nine of Wands versus yours is the Knight of Swords. Okay, Knight of Wands is a very primal. Okay, primal is the word that's been there. It's a very primal desire of a person, and I think you would understand. It's really the Knight of Wands. If in a relationship, it's someone who, in a bad way, is to think with their sex, like a bottom half of their body. Okay, let's put it this way: they want excitement, they want fun, they want to experience life to the fullest without the consequences in their mind. It could be that way, the Knight of Wands. It's like a teenager, like fueled up with this passion, desire, and just going full on without any, thoughts about consequence, risk, responsibility. Five of Pentacles, it often talks about a companionship in most despair situation. It could be, temporary. It could be unhealthy. Um, it could be unethical because it's, after all, they're outside of the church. This card, it's a girl with the little dog, but in the tarot way, the Wade tarot, the Wade tarot, the traditional tarot, it's two people outside of the church. So it could be a symbol of, like, it's not accepted by the common value. So, particularly with the Empress in reverse, it could symbolize the other person's spouse, or it could be your spouse that's in reverse. So it's under the table, it's hidden, it's not in the light. Queen of Cups, they might have a lot of feelings to you too, but they're hiding it, reserving it. Okay, so if you are in this love triangle as a multiple, like a third party situation, or fourth party, fifth party, I don't know, it could be a lot of people involved. Um, and you're asking what is really happening, this is what I have for you. I'm sorry, this may not be the best message that you want to receive for today, but I just have to be honest because it's very obvious. If you are not in that situation, okay, let's see. You're still a little bit withdrawn, but they want to go forward. They feel that you guys are in a situation, Five of Pentacles, that's in need of help, that is not the best time, not the best possible outcome, but they still want to pursue you despite the objections from maybe his family, her family, I don't know, your family, or the family could represent um, the common moral value of ordinary people. Okay, like most people would think it should be a one-on-one situation. You guys should be, you know, heading toward marriage, have a family, those very common moral value. And your person may not think that's important, but I think you might think it's important. So I think the family card, if it doesn't necessarily mean, like literally mean, a family is involved in this, then it's a reminder of both of your value. Are they in sync? Are they compatible? Are you and your person wanting the same thing? Family card is a reminder. So I think you are withdrawing your feelings from this connection. You are kind of like closing up because you see that difference. It's like two-step, like Ace of Wands, Two of Wands, and you realize, wow, maybe we are viewing it very differently. Maybe we want different things through a romantic relationship. And apparently this person may not want the same thing as you wanted. So doesn't matter what the situation is. I think the two of you are not on the same page. The two of you are probably have different values to family, to romantic connections, to your responsibilities. You know, it's just you don't want the same thing. That's one thing in common for all of you choosing the third pile. But let's just use another deck. This is the Cosmic Slumber Tarot. Let's use this to see what's really happening. Okay, what is really going on in your connection? That is the main question for today. What is happening? What is going on in your connection? Okay. We have the Nine of Cups in reverse. Princess of Cups is Page of Cups. The Fool. And the Prince of Pentacle, which is the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so I think that I want to clarify the Fool. I just want to be sure I just want to be sure I understand it the right way. Okay. Got the Four of Cups and High Priestess. What is going on in your relationship, in your connection with this person? I feel that there are still some feelings, some type of connection with each other. Okay, the Page of Cups. You still care, or your person still cares about you, about this connection. You know, there are still memories, fun things that you guys did together, time you spend with each other, the words that, the conversations you have. But it's not enough anymore. Okay, Nine of Cups in reverse. Nine of Cups is talking about fulfillment on a personal level, a single person. Okay, the Ten of Cups is fulfillment for a lovely, beautiful relationship for both people, even family. But Nine of Cups is about fulfillment and on a personal level. Is that it's not enough anymore. Maybe it's for you because you're pulling away. So yes, you have some beautiful moments, romantic, or those sparks, those feelings you have for each other, the time you spend, the jokes, the inside jokes you have. But it's not enough anymore. Like two steps in, it's not enough to sustain you through the relationship or through the connection or to form a connection with this person. Depends on where you are right now, which phase you are. You're just not fulfilled. You're not happy. And the Prince of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, you don't want to stay in this very stagnant or this connection anymore because it's not going anywhere. It's not practical. It doesn't serve you. Okay. The Page of Pentacles is a very slow, very, I would say sometimes very selfish page. It thinks about itself, how much sorry, not page, knight. How much he gains, how much he receives. He's not the most generous person. So I feel that you noticed it's not a reciprocal relationship. You may never receive what you want, what you deem proper in a relationship. And the Fool here, I just want to clarify where this Fool is going. And I think the Fool is leaving this relationship, is checking out to go on to his own new journey, or her own, or their own new journey. The Fool is embracing a new adventure. Doesn't matter how, like, what's lying ahead. The Fool is determined, because we have the Four Cups and the High Priestess in reverse. So that says the Fool is no longer wanting the relationship. Four of Cups is a lot of times thinking about, do we want to take it or not? What we're going to do. So you're not opening to this new opportunity. The High Priestess is that maybe before you were still observing, still thinking, could it be possible? Is it possible? And the High Priestess is, this one is very interesting, because see, there's a little gate, little door in the center of the High Priestess's body, and she opened it up with a little, I don't know, it looks like a silhouette, like a back portrait of another High Priestess. It's like a opening up her heart to let someone in. It normally isn't what I would see on a High Priestess, that she would just sit on the throne and stay away from everything. But this one actually opens her heart. And it's in reverse, meaning you're closing it. You don't want the person to go in. You're shutting your person out. So I feel that you know what to do. And I know it's you, because your person still wants to charge ahead. The Knight of Wands is here. So, yeah, I think you know where this is going to. You know. And even though this is the last four cards I drew is for your connection, but it's speaking out clearly to you. This is your action. This is what you want. So if this is the case, I feel that you're already checking out. If not already out, then you're leaving in a process of pulling away, pulling yourself farther and farther from your person, from this relationship, because you don't feel fulfilled anymore. You don't feel happy. So let's see. We'll pick a few oracle cards to give you some guidance, suggestions, and maybe some encouraging words to you, because it's not easy, right? We invested in this relationship, even though maybe not a lot, but still you had hopes, you had some thoughts, some ideas about where this might go, and now you're leaving. Let's see what the universe has to say through the cards. Okay, those who chose pile number 3, you pick this. This is the Secret Language of Your Soul Oracle deck. Number 8, Transform old situation into new possibilities. That's great. This is a great message. The text underneath is let go of the past and become the present. Wow, this is just what you need, right? Let go of the past. You know your past with this person doesn't fulfill you anymore, doesn't make you feel happy. It's not enough. You deserve more. You're worth it. So transform the old situations into new possibilities. Maybe you have learned something here. And use that knowledge, use that information to transform your love life, your romantic life. There are new possibilities ahead, and what you learn here, even though that you let it go, but you definitely have taken some lessons and use those lessons to help you build a better, a stronger, a healthier relationship in the future. This is beautiful. This is basically telling you let go of the past. Don't worry, you're on the right path because you had this full energy here. So, in a way, it's exciting, but also a little bit dangerous, right? See, the full is one more step and it's kind of like falling into the valley. But there's a little dog in the back, kind of like pulling him back, like, don't go, be careful. And maybe it was like, oh, right, you're right. But the fool is happy. The fool is the happy energy. The fool doesn't care what's lying ahead of it. It's an adventure. He's enjoying the moment, enjoying the process. So don't feel afraid. Don't be afraid. I think you're definitely on the right path. This is really, I'm really happy to see this. So next we'll see what other messages are coming through. Let's use this Moonology Oracle. We'll also pick 2 cards. Okay, I also want to remind those of you who read, who watch both my Mandarin and English videos. Let me know how it goes. How do you like it? Do you want more English content, or do you think that Chinese still better? Let me know, okay? So we have full moon in Taurus. Your dreams need a practical plan, okay? This is probably a reminder for you, even though that you're probably jumping happily out of this relationship. But what do you want in your love life? What do you want in your relationship? What do you want in, like, maybe you want a family, right? So what is a practical plan to lead you there? What is your, ways to stay away from people like who don't share similar values like you? You need a practical plan, not just a dream. A dream is, something wonderful. I definitely encourage everyone to dream. That's why I named this Sweet Dreams Tarot, right? So, but dreams need practical plan to be actualized. So be sure that out of the situation, what is your next step to build a solid, a safe, a good, rewarding relationship? Okay. Next is new moon eclipse. Expect powerful change, while another card encouraging change. So definitely move forward, welcome change. But at the same time, if you have dreams, especially in your romantic life, that you hope they would come true, then think of a practical plan, like where you are able to meet those eligible people that share, who share your similar value like yours. How are you able to filter out those who don't? Okay. Like, there are many relationship coaches, be it online, free resources, or taking certain type of course, or, what's your plan to lead you there to family? Because the card is very strong, and I think you want this. So what is your plan to get there? Okay. Expect powerful change. Now it's a great time to change. Okay. The new moon eclipse is encouraging you to tell you, don't worry, we're here. We have your back. Okay. So the last part of the reading, I want to use the card that I wrote, okay, my handwritten cards, to see if there are some more messages that's meant for you. Group 3. Okay. We have the first one jumping out is meant to be. Okay. So even though that you're probably not going to end up being together with this person that you're asking, but the process is meant to be. You're meant to go through this, learn your lesson, so you will have a better life, better love connections, and you can better it in the future. Number 2 is affections. Okay. I think it says to me, maybe you don't share as much affection with this person. You are, like I said, 2 steps in and found out you don't have that much in common. So, or that could be another way is that you only have affection. I don't know. But affections could be something that you need to be more careful. It could be a lesson for your next relationship, okay? Be it not enough or too much or only, but bear in mind, affection is important in a relationship, but it's not everything, okay? Figure it out. Okay, I think you already figured it out, but it also says you'll be fine. Like you will figure out a way out, figure out your plan to achieve your dreams, and figure out how to change for the better. Not this time, okay? Not this time. Not this time with this person. All right. So I hope my reading is helpful for you. Please like it if you like the video and subscribe to my channel. Let me know how this English reading goes, so it will encourage me to produce maybe more English content. Leave a message to me if you can. So thank you for tuning in today. Sweet dreams. Hello, pile 4. You have chosen this citrine, which is actually kind of creamy. Reminds me of honeycombs. I have to stop the urge of tasting it. It'd be really silly, but it's cute. All right, so yes, this is a very special video today because this is the first time I'm attempting to do a full English pick a card reading for my channel. Those of you who already subscribe to my channel, I'm sure you know that I do normally Mandarin Chinese content for pick a card readings and different topic. And just very out of the blue, it came to me like, would it be different if I choose a different language? Would there be different messages that I'm channeling through? Because I think different languages using different part of your brain. So this is why I'm experimenting this. So for those of you who are bilingual, who have watched my Chinese videos and are still watching this one, please leave a message. Let me know what you think is different. Is it better? Is it you prefer Chinese? And for those who clicked into my video for the first time, English speaker, do feel free to let me know how you think about this as well. If this goes well, maybe I will consider doing more English reading for you guys. But for sure, I will continue working on more Mandarin Chinese content for the subscribers already on my channel. So today, when you're making your choice, this oracle deck is called the Childhood Oracle. In pile number 4, you have this number 17, which is failure. Okay? But please don't be nervous. Sometimes these cards are not really showing that you're a failure or anything, but we will read this energy into the other cards. We'll revisit that later. Normally at the beginning of my reading, I would use a lot of tarot decks, and today we'll be using this. The first one is the Tarot of the Divine. What I would do is I want to see what your energy is in this relationship, so that you could consider this as an energy check. If it fits your situation, then you could keep on watching, and if it doesn't, you can go back and choose a different pile. So, and then later on we'll be, of course, checking in what his energy is. So this is week 4 cards. Okay. All right, what we have from left to right is 10 of coins, meaning 10 of pentacles, Queen of Wands, Page of Swords in reverse, and Temperance. I feel you are pretty happy in this relationship. You are full of energy. You are enjoying it. You feel that your connection with this person may lead you to a very fulfilling, happy relationship. You do have the Page of Swords in reverse here. So I feel that you are ignoring some signs, some past lessons, some information that you probably have seen or received, but choose to not care about it, choose to ignore, or choose to, or tell yourself it's okay. You know, there are some signs, hints, some things deep down inside. You know that you should be more careful, or you should be more aware. So I feel that, but in general, I think you're enjoying this relationship, this connection. You have Queen of Wands, who's always very positive, you know, charming, and you would only shine, like Queen of Wands, you would only shine with the right partner, right? It's upright, meaning that in this relationship, in this connection, you charm the person, you show the person, you know, like lure them even in, or you know, they worship you, you feel that. And Temperance is also upright, meaning that I think you're balancing communication, setting each other's expectations. And 10 of Coins is what I would call like a big family card. not necessarily, it's like a Downton Abbey type of family, like a huge family, a big house, wealthy, but with a lot of people. Um, and not necessarily the most happy family. Because the more people, the more trouble, right? But definitely a fulfilling big family, right? So could be more material focused than emotional focused. So I will need to see what your person's energy in order to provide more information. But it seems to me that you are quite content. But there is some stuff that kind of like, hmm, a little bit doubt, a little bit unsure. In general, you're happy, but you're not 100% sure. So now we're using the other set of tarot deck. This is the Phantomwise Tarot. Let's see what your person's energy is, what your person is feeling or thinking or bringing into this relationship. So we'll be pulling out 4 cards. Okay, both of you want to come out, then so be it. Okay. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Cups in reverse, the Knight of Wands in reverse, and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay, so you feel that this person is very slow, very, very slow. This person is not very good at expressing their feelings, their emotions, their passions. They bury them very deep inside, moving super slow, very conservative. The conservative meaning reluctant to change. Okay, it doesn't necessarily mean this person is like having a very old-fashioned value system, but conservative is like the way they react to new things is not very open or fast or welcoming new things into their lives. That's what conservative is defined. So maybe this person is very fashionable, or like they work in the like a very forward thinking or like the promising industry, but they could still be very conservative because they're not welcoming change, not adapting very well to new things. You know, um, that's conservative's definition. And some are also very, a little bit at least, pessimistic. Like they're not very happy, or they're not very sure about the timing of your meeting, of your connection. The Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. So your person is not prepared to go further into this path. Somehow that they are very careful with, see, I am speaking, like, I am very careful with my words now. I was speaking very fast and words flowing out. And when I'm reading their energy, it's like slow, slow, and slow. So you're a queen of wands. You're you're balancing this. You're balancing between fire and earth. And you feel that this person is very slow, so he or she or they are very steady. However, steady doesn't necessarily translate it as, stable. Um, Maybe in dictionary they are, but what I meant is like a very slow person doesn't necessarily mean a stable person. They're just slow. um, So this 10 of coins, this explains that the Knight of Pentacles explains the 10 of Pentacles is that you probably think your person is someone that could build a very solid foundation with you in a relationship because they're very careful. They are very probably also established financially, but that's not necessarily so, you know. Having a partner like slow moving forward, it might be a lot of other reasons because they're not willing to open up, because they're not willing to share, because they are selfish. It's all possible. And not because they're slow, you know, it's a different concept. I try to explain. I'm sure you understand, but yeah. So I could see that in your heart, the Page of Swords is in reverse. Page of Swords in upright is about a young pupil who's very smart, but they're still young, so lack of experience, but they could, they're very good students. They learn things really fast. They're very observant. While it's in reverse, it it made me feel that you've seen things that could be signs of a no-go person, of your person, but you chose to turn away from those information, from those signs, and persuade yourself that this person is very steady, and that's a great quality for someone who can build a Downton Abbey with you. But I will have to say it's not the same thing. Okay, let's see what the third deck, tarot deck, would say. Let's use this as what is this? This is the Cosmic Slumber Tarot. We'll see what the energy is between the two of you. What is this connection really is? What is happening? It's our topic, our question today. What is really happening between the two of you? Okay. All right, we have Nine of Pentacles here, the Star, the Empress in reverse, and the Five of Pentacles in reverse. I feel, first of all, the Star and Five of Pentacles in reverse, someone might be still healing from a past connection or healing from this connection because there might be something happened before, that maybe it's your person, because I think your person has feeling for you. That is for sure. But the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, meaning that your person doesn't think that now is the good time. So it's possible that your person is still healing, and that's why they're so slow. But I also see the Empress is in reverse, meaning that, and the Nine of Pentacles is a very single person's, like an individual's fulfillment, especially financially. So I feel that you are probably giving way more than the person is in this connection. You've invested way more than your person. And that is not very good. Okay. Where, of course, we should be giving, we should be investing, we should open ourselves first so that the other person will be influenced. However, we should still have the judgment of how much is enough. When you're giving and giving and giving, and the other person just doesn't respond or doesn't appreciate, you don't have to give anymore. That tells you something. That tells you that they're either not ready or they're not worth it, or even if they're not ready, you don't necessarily need to give so much while they're getting ready. You know, we should be, I mean, I'm not saying we should measure every ounce of love that we're giving to one another, because that's, first of all, impossible. And secondly, that's not real love. It should be unconditional. But it should be built upon a platform that both parties feel that way. Both of you feel that we should be giving each other unconditional love because this is what our relationship is for. But now I feel this is very single sided from you. They might make you feel good, okay? They might make you feel that you're so beautiful, you're so powerful, you're so, in control, because you do have the Queen of Wands and Temperance in upright. However, on the, like, realistically speaking, they're not investing as much as you are. They're pretty reserved with their own feelings and actions. They're not sure if this is the right time to start or to wherever you are at the phase. It's like they don't feel chance is on their side. They don't feel luck or fortune is on their side in this relationship. So I think you really need to see clearly, okay, put this little guy upright, bring this guy out, and analyze your situation to see what is going on, what is really going on. I feel that you know more than I do, for sure, because you just choose to kind of like ignore and turn your head into another direction and try not to think of these negative or like maybe not so good information you collect throughout the time that you spend with this person, right? So, yeah, I feel you can only make the right decision after you collect all of the information. Okay, that is a golden rule of decision making. When we're making a decision, we want to be sure we have all the information we can possibly get, the relevant information, the correct information. So that helps us make a better decision. So the fact that you're ignoring those signs, those information, could possibly be leading you to make a wrong decision in the future. Okay? So that's what I see from these tarot cards, and I feel that you need to really reevaluate the situation right now. We have this card called failure at the beginning, and it's very shocking. It's like an alarm is ringing in the bottom of your head. It probably is like, okay, I know now. So I feel that the card's trying to kind of like put it right in front of your face. It's like rub it in your face even. Like, not saying your connection is absolutely a failure, like you failed, but it's warning you the way that you are seeing this relationship right now is basically setting it up to fail. So you should be, I'm not saying it will definitely fail, but if you don't change, if you don't take the information, all of the information you have, all of the signs you have to your next step of how you want to respond, how you want to tune this, then it will for sure fail. So I wouldn't say you already are failing, but it's definitely going to if you don't change. If you continue this path of like, I'm not going to see the bad thing, I only want to see the good thing. Okay, so with that, we'll pick a few more oracle cards. This is the secret language of your soul oracle deck. We will see what message would come through for you. Pile 4. What does the universe want to tell you? Wow, a colorful card. Number 11. Express your hidden feelings. The text below is celebrate your light. See, you are a Queen of Wands. You deserve a fair treatment. You deserve respect. You deserve equal investment from your partner. If you feel that your person is not investing, is not giving enough, or if you feel that there's something you've observed throughout the time you spent together and you want them to know, voice it out. Okay? I don't think your person is taking advantage of you, but you are allowing them to do so. It's basically like, okay, here's my money, take it. And even if your person doesn't want to take it, like you're offering, okay, I'll take it. And then gradually they might not appreciate what you've done because they're taking it for granted, literally. So express your hidden feelings. It's like you have observed a lot of things. You have some things hiding because you probably see the potential of this person becoming your other half in your Downton Abbey. And that might be true, that might be right, but hiding your feelings, hiding the things that just like putting things, especially ignoring signs, is a very dangerous thing in a relationship, especially if you just started dating this person. So be sure that you celebrate your light. You are a colorful person, you are a charming person, and your person knows that. Don't hide it. Voice it. And you have temperance here. If you voice it out and this person pull away, it tells you something, right? I'm not saying you should be voicing it in a way like they felt underappreciated or that you're having like fights. That's not the only way of communication. You express it in a very elegant, mannerful, um, eloquent way. And if they cannot take it, it tells you that they're not the right person, or maybe they're really not ready. Then maybe you shouldn't be so hopeful about it, at least not now. Okay. I do see that it's possible they're healing, but it doesn't mean that you just have to unconditionally give and give and give until that they're ready. That's not the way, and you know it. Okay. So I just want to remind you, I hope that, you have the wisdom, you have the intelligence to understand what I'm talking about. You just decide. You just need to make the decision, make the call. So coming up, let's use this Moonology Oracle to see what more messages coming through. Okay, this one, and I want this one. Okay. We have new moon. A new start is coming. That's great. It's great news. But the new start is only coming when you want them to come, when you are ready to communicate. And see what's next. This cardinal moon is be bold and make the first move. So you should be expressing your hidden feelings. You should be telling your person, telling them how you really feel, how you like them, how you like this connection to go on, how you have this, a lot of love to give, but they have to be ready. And communicate that in the way that you are born to be. I know that you're born to be a great communicator, and do it with effort and skills, and I'm sure that they would understand. And a new start is coming. What a great sign. So these are all reminders to you. I think you are still holding the power to influence this, this connection. Okay? And at the end of the reading, I want to use these cards I wrote, handwritten cards, to see if there's any more messages that the universe wants you to know. What information, what words, what guidance or messages you can have. So let's pick 4. So for those of you who, again, a reminder, who watch both my Chinese and English reading, please leave a message and let me know how you think of this video. And for those English reader, of course, your messages are more than definitely welcome. Just let me know how you think about it. I might consider making more English reading for you in the future. So the first cards we have is not this time, okay? Not this time. The second one is attraction. The third one is the one. But the fourth one is the end. Okay, it's very interesting. I think not this time. It could mean a lot of different things, but the two possible way of with your connection is maybe some of you he or she or they are not the right person for you. Not this time. Another layer is that if you think that you guys really have potential. If this person is really the one, not this time, meaning you shouldn't be letting this person to get their way this time, not anymore. Not this time. It's like, not again, not anymore. You should stand your ground. You should express what you have hidden inside. You should let this person know your value, what you want in a romantic connection, and what you feel that they should do better or move forward. Don't give in this time. Attraction, definitely attraction for you. You are thinking about 10 of Pentacles with this person. You're feeling like you're Queen of Wands. I'm sure that, and the attraction is mutual. Your person feels the same about you too. However, what are their actions? What are their actions to you? What did they really invest? What did they really give to you, realistically speaking? The one, yes, you may think this is the one. The end may not be the end of your relationship, but it has to be the end of the situation. You need to change, express your hidden feelings, embrace yourself, your worth, and voice out your hidden feelings. It has to be the end of your unconditional, like single sided, unconditional love. Okay? So that is all I have for you, Pile 4. I hope this is helpful. And if you liked the reading today, please click the like button and leave your message of what do you think of this English reading I do for the first time for my channel. So thank you for tuning in today. Sweet dreams.